settings. You've got the menu, of course. Decorations. Oh, Ellie, come on in, come on in. Get out of the rain. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Here. Are you my 1 o'clock appointment? Yes, wonderful. We've spoken on the phone. Welcome. Absolutely. Today we'll be able to totally jump in and start planning for real your Disney dinner party. How exciting. Okay, well, come on in, come on in. Here, come sit on this side. Come sit next to me so we can look at some things together. And that way it will be just the easiest. Yes, come sit just here next to me. Come sit. Can I get you anything? Any water? Any tea? No? Okay. Well, okay, I was just starting to get my notes put together. And I was reviewing a little bit what we had discussed last time on the phone with our plans for your party. And then I have, of course, our Disney cookbook, unofficial Disney Parks Cookbook. Yes, I know you want to do all the cooking yourself, but you also want it to be just like what's in the Disney parks for your theme. We can absolutely make that happen for you. And whatever help you need cooking, if any, or if you just need help with your setup, we will be happy to make that happen for you. So my job is just to give you all the ideas, get all the setup, make everything run smoothly, and you can cook and show off to all your friends all your amazing recipes. And we'll take a look in here, but if there's anything else that you find you need, we can change things up. You just let me know, okay? I'm glad we're nice and dry and toasty and warm in here. I know the rain outside makes it feel chilly and dark. But in here we have a little bit of Disney magic. Lots of Disney magic. Okay, so I wanted to share with you our plans for the party itself before we dive into our menu, okay? So, what we've got planned is we've got your guests arriving, and at the entrance we will have a welcome drink, which we can find in here, or if you've already got some ideas, that's okay. But there's some lovely drinks in here, so I thought we could use one from inside of here for your welcome drink at the door. And then when guests enter the party, they will have the opportunity to head on into the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique, and they can get all dressed up just as if they were a child again, experiencing some of that Disney magic as a Disney adult. What fun. And we'll sprinkle them with a little bit of pixie dust, and they can choose from an array of costumes to become whichever character feels right to them, whether it's a princess or the Beast or Peter Pan. There will be so many options. Yes, absolutely. We will have different sizes and different choices. That way there's something for everyone, and it feels really inclusive of what everyone's hoping to find. And yes, of course, everyone will want a little bit of pixie dust, that Disney magic. Oh, how exciting. How does that sound so far? Perfect. Okay. And then when your guests sit down with their welcome welcome drink. Maybe they're done with it. We'll clear it away, of course, if they're finished already and they'd like something else. And they'll sit down and have a beautiful place setting. What they'll have is they will have their charger and a plate, and again they will all be themed beautifully, and they will all match and be of the same aesthetic. Yet some will have Cinderella theming, some will have Beauty and the Beast theming, some will have Sleeping Beauty, etc. They will all have slightly different characters and little hints and hidden Mickeys on their plates. And it will be beautiful crystal silverware and plates and glassware. And it will just be lovely, but also very whimsical in a grown-up way, yes, absolutely. And so then, of course, that takes us to our menu. So that's what we were really excited to look through right now, so I won't dilly-dally anymore. And we can take a look. Yes, just pop over right next to me. Yes, you can take a look with me as we check out all the different recipes. And I have some very sweet little otter post-it notes. And so we can flag some things, okay? Oh, yes, absolutely, okay. You've increased your party size a little bit. I'll note that down. Okay, so how many people are we talking? Okay. Okay, absolutely, that's just fine. And let me just confirm too, while we're speaking details, the time you'd like us to attend for setup. Sure, 6 for the arrival for the guests, yes. And then for us as well, yes, we'll absolutely, we will be there in plenty of time, yes. That sounds perfect. That's exactly what I was thinking. That's wonderful. Okay. And, we haven't discussed this yet, but were you interested in having a character attend the party? Anyone you'd like to be there? You'd like Mickey and Minnie, perhaps, or Cinderella, or the other princesses, or perhaps someone else. Oh, yes, of course. We can do that. Yes, absolutely. That will be really lovely. I think your guests will like that quite a bit. Okay, well, I'll take some notes throughout, and I'll have us use our fun little stickies. Our little otter friends. They kind of just pop up out of their little river. Aren't they just adorable? They're not exactly Disney, but I thought they were so cute I just couldn't help myself. We can't have regular post-its for a day like today. Okay, so let's dive in. So, let me move our little friends a little bit. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So at the beginning, we just have some general info. We have some fun park information about the opening, for example, of California Adventure here, and some of the research that went into Animal Kingdom. Exactly. It's fun to learn just a little bit, and what I thought we could do is send you home with this, and you can have it to take a look at, just to enjoy as a little gift from us. But also, I thought it included because, of course, look how many there are. We cannot eat everything in one night. But maybe they'll enjoy getting to see some of the other little treats. And they might enjoy, too, getting inspired on one they'd like to make themselves, perhaps snap a photo. Or perhaps even they'll be so inspired that they'll host a dinner of their own. And then you can attend and enjoy some Disney magic without having to know any of the behind the scenes. Exactly. Sometimes it's fun to make the magic, and sometimes it's fun just to show up and enjoy it. Okay, so let's get started. Just back here at our magical recipe. Okay, so shares welcome to the quite literal meat and potatoes of Disney parks. That's right. Part 2 is all about the recipes. In the following chapters, you will find 100 delicious snacks, meals, desserts, and drinks inspired by the classic and modern favorite at Disney's 6 U.S. parks. Check out the map at the beginning of each chapter to see where each food item is or was originally served at the park. The chapters are organized by the date that each park opened, which is kind of fun, isn't that neat? Yes. So we'll be stopping at Magic Kingdom and Hollywood Studios, Animal Kingdom, Epcot, of course, our hub of food. Yes. There's something from everywhere. I think we'll absolutely find some things that you're satisfied with. How does that sound? Okay, wonderful. Okay, so here we have our map for this section. Oh, how exciting. So we can always come check this out as we're... Yes, exactly. Yes, and we can create some fun visuals for the party so that everyone can see on their menu where bits are from and where that inspiration came from and why they're so important to you in particular. Okay, so first we have churros, a classic. And why don't, we have so many bits to go through. I'm just going to move us and you stop me if something really piques your interest. But I'll slow it down and I'll give some of my recommendations as well. Yes, the raspberry macarons. Yummy, oh my goodness. Now these could be really fun and really impressive. However, I will say macarons are historically quite difficult to make. How do you feel about your macaron baking preparedness, your skills? Yes. You've done it before, but didn't enjoy it very much. I understand. They are tricky. Maybe you don't want to stress too much during this big day. Right, there's so much to make. You want to feel really confident. Make a cupcake, for example. Yes. Okay, so here we are at one of my recommended bits. So these are jungle juleps. And they can be made just as a mocktail. And they can also be made as a cocktail with an alcohol of your choice in there. And so I thought this could be some fun as a welcome drink but we'll also check out some others. So you're interested. Okay, you like the sound of it. Sweet, right? Yummy. Yes, here, we can zoom in, absolutely. Yes, come closer. Yes, absolutely. Check it out. Pineapple, orange juice. We have 100% grape juice, lemon juice, and granulated sugar. And you add to a blender and blend until smooth a yummy frozen drink. Yes, I know it will be quite warm the day of the party, especially when the sun is still out and everyone's welcomed in. You're interested in this one, okay? Just put a little otter there to remember it for later. How do you feel about beignets? Celebrating New Orleans. You like to get these when you're on Main Street. Absolutely, and yes, you can make some different versions, sure. It's the classic, of course, yes. But you're not, okay, again, feels like a little bit much for the party. Fair enough. Ah, the cute little Mickey beignets. Oh, that's fun in the shape of a Mickey. Maybe this is something we consider helping you out with if it's of interest, but it feels stressful to make the baked goods, perhaps. We can source them from a local bakery. You're interested. Okay. Well, let's consider that because there's no shame in outsourcing a little bit. You know, you might not want to cook absolutely everything yourself. Oh, a fun little fact we have. Did you know beignets got their Disney fame from the animated motion picture, The Princess and the Frog? Diana was hired by her debutante friend, Charlotte LaBeouf, to make huge amounts of man-fetching beignets for her Mardi Gras party. Now you can fetch whomever you want when you make these at home. Quite fetching indeed. Okay, so now not a frozen drink, but a mint julep. We could also, okay, yes, you like mint julep. Aren't they delicious? With that fresh mint. And in this case, they're using lemonade and club soda and maraschino cherries. And of course, if you would like it to have a little bit of bourbon in it, you know, that is something that is typical for a mint julep. However, in the Disney parks, it's been alcohol-free. Again, family-friendly, of course, but given this is an adults-only party, yes, and we can batch mix some juleps and make sure that there is a mocktail version, and then we can add alcohol for those who are interested. Okay, you're interested in this one. Absolutely. And we will certainly be in charge of all of the drinks because, you know, we know that you'll be busy in the kitchen. Yes, doesn't that look beautiful with the decorative little straws? And, you know, we can add some special Disney decor as well for you. We can add some little Mickey stirrers. And maybe make the cups a little bit extra fun, add some sparkles. And, you know, this is a bit of a departure, but tell me if you're interested. People are adding lately to their drinks edible glitter. That sounds fun, doesn't it? Yes, and it's completely safe. Okay, let me make a note of that. Edible glitter. For all of the drinks or just a certain one? Yes, I agree completely. seen a lot of sweet treats so far, haven't we? Yes. Not macaroons, but macarons. Okay. And we're looking here at Magic Kingdom. Yes, you can see the whole list of things that we'll be checking out. Now these you could definitely handle. You'll think about it, sure. Maybe thinking something a little more impressive, more out there. New for you even. You've made sugar cookies before, sure, fair enough. Ah, well then caramel apples perhaps. The apples are an absolute staple at the Disney parks. I'm sure you're aware of this. Yes, they could look quite impressive. Perhaps we decorate with, well, it even shares here. Choices include M&M's, Reese's peanut butter cups, sprinkles, peanut butter chips, pecans, and more. You can even get themed apples, like a poison apple, Mickey Jack-o'-lantern, Cinderella's carriage, Goofy, and more. Ah, you have some ideas then for what you might do. Let's flag it. Absolutely. Absolutely. They could be really simple, but very impressive, very aesthetic. Absolutely. Okay, let's continue. Have you had the corn dog nuggets at the parks? They are fun, aren't they? They are fun. Maybe we start thinking about some of your appetizers. We're seeing a lot of sweet treats in here. And we could do something sweet as an appetizer. You're thinking more savory. I do tend to agree. Let's keep going then. There is a tomato basil soup in Fantasyland with a tiger tail breadstick accompanying it. Oh, this could be some fun. I just love a tomato basil soup. Do you? Yes, of course. Turkey legs. What do you think about that for me? Not sure about that one. Okay. We could have some family-style appetizers when people first arrive, kind of a pre-dinner. Sure, okay. The spring rolls are a classic as well. And Dole Whip. Now, we must put out some Dole Whip as a dessert. You agree, absolutely. Yes, I will mark that for sure. The most classic treat we can imagine, right? That delicious pineapple, or perhaps one of those other yummy flavors. And how fun to know it's just 1 cup room temp water, 1½ cups granulated sugar, 2 cups chilled pineapple juice, and 1 tablespoon lime juice. Oh, simple. Yes, we will make this for you in advance and bring it in for serving. Simple, easy, absolutely. We have a fun fact. Did you know the real Dole Whip at Disneyland is prepared with a pre-made powder and water mixture? This recipe can be made at home without purchasing the mix and tastes just like the original. I did not know that. Oh, wow. What fun. We're learning a little bit as we're planning. Okay, so I think we have our sweets really covered, right? We maybe got the Mickey beignets. course, if we see anything else come up, we can always add in an extra dessert. Absolutely. Okay, so we do still need to nail down appetizers and entrees. Yes. And now we're moving on to Epcot. So much fun happening in Epcot with food. And our little map, the different countries are in Future World East and Future World West. And the different pavilions. Mexico, Norway, China, Germany, Italy, Japan, Morocco, France, United Kingdom, Canada. Do you have a favorite? That makes sense. Great choice. We'll see if we can find something yummy from there then. Some croissant donuts. Ooh, I love a croissant donut. Yum. The croque glacé. Yes, those delicious ice cream sandwiches on half of a fresh brioche bun. Delicious. You've had one too. Yum. Crepes, of course, from France. Oh, yummy tarte aux fraises. Our little strawberry tarts with the crème pâtissier. The school bread. Oh, this is a controversial item, the school bread, I feel. There are some mixed opinions on school bread. School bread, or I don't know how to say that, skålboller, is a typical Norwegian treat. It comes from the fact that school children often take it in their lunches. This combination of springy spiced dough, cold custard filling, and flaky coconut on top delights Norwegians and Walt Disney World guests alike. We're about halfway through, it looks like. We still have so much that we can check out. Yes, just stop me if anything is sounding good. There are a lot of sweets in here, aren't there? We're looking for, kakigori fun. Do you know what that is? Yes. Oh, I see. Similar to Western style snow cones. That makes sense. Nowadays it says. It's a popsicle. And we're moving to Mexico and Italy. The stracciatella gelato. Yum. I know, these make me want to go to the parks, or at least go get a dessert, have a snack. Baklava. Okay, that was a lot of sweets. We're on the lookout for our savory items. But here we are in Hollywood Studios. It's exciting. Lights, camera, action. At Hollywood Studios, you get to be the star. That's true. Oh, you know, it could be some real fun too. If we think it matches up based on the things that you want, we could look at having our courses match up with different parks, right? Go chapter by chapter. Oh, yes, we'll think about that. Some more candy apples. Well, we looked at caramel apples before, didn't we? Oh, how cute is that with them on the sticks here? It's like a little witch's broom, kind of. Adds a little bit more to the fairy tale vibe. Yes, I agree. I absolutely agree. Popcorn, cookies, cupcakes. Pretzels with cream cheese filling. Now that could be a really yummy appetizer. Toy Story Land. Toy Story Land is so much fun. You like that for the appetizer? Yes. You could absolutely manage that even though you're not regularly cooking. You know, we can follow the recipe in a bowl, pour the water and the yeast, then we add our flour and salt, knead the dough, then we just let it rise, you let it cook, boil, and then we make our cream cheese filling. Looks like, yes, then we're going to pinch the dough around the cream cheese to make it sealed nice and tight. And then shape it and bake again. Oh, you can do that, absolutely. Absolutely, you can do it, you can do it. I believe in you. You've got this. And you know, if you get nervous, we are here to help. We can send a little sous chef in to help you out. Maybe perhaps we can send in a few little characters to help you out. Perhaps a little, our friend from Ratatouille, perhaps. Or we can send in the animals from Snow White to help you cook and clean. Absolutely. And Mickey pretzels. You'd like to do some cream cheese and some regular Mickey pretzels. That is such a wonderful idea, giving a nice bit of little variety. I will flag this one as well. Ah, the lunchbox tarts. Yes, they are reminiscent of that childhood snack, aren't they? We have the Star Wars blue and green milk. This is divisive as well. The blue milk, the green milk, if you like it or not. Looks like it contains pineapple juice, rice milk, coconut milk, passion fruit juice, lime juice, watermelon syrup, and a little bit of food coloring. Just for that extra bit of fun, right? Absolutely. Our Ronto wraps. You're thinking this perhaps for an entree. Would you like to hear more about it? Yes, you're not as familiar with these, but you've seen them. So they're located in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge at Hollywood Studios. And we've got our picture here, yes. When you step up to Ronto Roasters in Galaxy's Edge, you'll be met with a gigantic pod racer engine that's cooking the meats. Well, not really, but it sure does look like it. While these Ronto wraps are made like the original recipe, you can also recreate the breakfast and vegan version sold at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. That's good to know for our vegans. For a Ronto morning wrap, fill your pita with scrambled eggs, pork sausage, and cheese. And to make the Ronto-less wrap, whip up some vegan sausage and top with kimchi and cucumbers. Perfect. It gives us the variation. Okay. So our ingredients are going to be cucumber, salt, Greek-style yogurt, lemon, garlic, dried dill weed, chopped fresh mint, and black peppercorns for our sauce. Yes, that's that lovely creamy sauce on the top there. And it has our little bit of slaw. You have your meats or your vegan meats and your wrap. And yes, you can plate it nice on a bed of greens, or you can do a different plating if you'd like. We can absolutely help you with the plating. Okay. You are interested in that. Yes, I think that everyone will just love that. Okay, now we're in Animal Kingdom. Okay, so our ideas so far are some Mickey pretzels and cream cheese pretzels for our appetizer. We're feeling good about that, yeah. Okay, and then for tray, we're thinking that we're on to wrap. But we can see if anything else calls to you in Animal Kingdom. And then we have some desserts, the beignets, and absolutely yes. But yeah, let's see if anything else calls. Ooh, that is a fun drink. With those popping fruit boba on the top. Yummy. Yes, that's from Avatar. And cheeseburgers themed pods. Yeah. Oh, now that we are starting to see some more sweets that look pretty yummy. You're thinking about adding some more. I'll flag this one. We can put out as many desserts as you. In fact, perhaps we put out a whole dessert table for you. What do you think about that? That might be really nice. Well, perhaps we select a few more desserts. Then we have some Dole Whip, we have some Mickey beignets, but we can add a few other bits. Yes, I'd like to see the rest. With passion fruit curd, yummy. Things from Animal Kingdom. Frozen lemonade, yeah. You think one frozen drink is enough? Sure. Baked lobster mac and cheese. You might like to have some sides. Absolutely. Or perhaps that's a main on its own. Bit of a tasting menu, maybe. Let's think about it. And then. And now Disney California Adventure. Okay. I think this is our final chapter. Okay, wonderful. So, it shares. California is a culinary hub of the United States, and Imagineers wanted to convey that in Disney California Adventure. Prominent cultures in the state offer authentic eats at the park. Head directly to the Pacific Wharf where you can pick up meals food court style from Asian, Mexican, San Franciscan, and Sonoma eateries. From there, Disney goers can loop around Pixar Pier and sample classic American snacks and treats such as chicken drumsticks, chili lime corn on the cob, and of course a warm chocolate chip cookie. But why miss out on these magical offerings when you're not at the parks? In this chapter, you'll find all of the recipes to create your own delectable adventures anytime you choose, in the comfort of your own home. That's what we're doing, isn't it? Cool off on a sunny day with a mangonada smoothie, or turn up the heat on a brisk afternoon with campfire chili. It's your Disney experience. Oh, how true is that? We've got our map. Okay, oh, there's that wonderful looking smoothie. And for Anita's tacos, here are some savory items. Corn dogs, what fun. So nostalgic to have a corn dog at a fair or at the Disney parks, even at a dinner party perhaps. And we've got those drumsticks and the corn, the cookies. Absolutely. Here you go. And another pretzel option. There are a lot of variations of the churros at the Disney parks. How you like this one with the strawberries, the summer churro for strawberry syrup included. Ooh, yum, that sounds delicious. Okay, and it looks like that is actually the end of our recipes. We're just at our index here. Okay, so you're happy with everything we took a look at? For appetizers? Yes, okay. Perfect. And the welcome drinks, yes, those juleps, you like those? Okay. And for our entree? Okay. Absolutely. And then the dessert table will clear from the main dining area and we'll head to the lounge for the dessert table and after dinner drinks. Yes, I think that's lovely. That will be so much fun and everyone will be able to relax and enjoy their yummy desserts. Absolutely, we can have some specialty cocktails whipped up. Yes, and yes, for the non-drinkers, we'll include some mocktails as well that are equally yummy. Okay, alright, well, is there anything else that you'd like for us to go over today, or are you feeling satisfied? Okay, perfect. And yes, we'll have our follow-up call next week to go over any questions or, we'll send this home with you. So if there's anything that you feel we missed, we can absolutely add it in there. We're here for whatever you need. Okay, well, thank you so much for coming in today, and I look forward to creating some Disney magic for you. Okay, well, have a wonderful rest of